guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my favorite face masks of all time. I have literally been meaning to film this video for so long, but I don't know why it just keeps getting put on the back burner, so I am really excited to finally be sitting down to film this today because I love face masks. Like, there are a few things in my life that I love more than just like sitting down, putting on a face mask and chilling out for like 20 minutes. My skin also reacts really well to face masks and using face masks often. Like, I'm someone who can get away with doing a face mask every day and my skin just like loves it. My skin thrives when I do masks regularly, so I absolutely love doing them. Today I have 6 to talk about. I couldn't narrow it down and make this a top 5. I've got 4 kind of traditional, like apply, rinse off, 15-minute later kind of face masks, and then I also have 2 sheet masks, of course, because if you know me, you know that I'm kind of like the queen of sheet masks. I love them so much. I did choose to exclude like overnight sleeping cream kind of masks, but I do have 2 favorites of those that I absolutely love. I'll link them down below anyways, and the rest of these masks will be linked down below as well. In case you're new to my channel, my skin type is very, very oily and also acne prone as well, though I did take Accutane last year, so acne isn't something I'm kind of currently concerned with, but I do have a lot of leftover hyperpigmentation, and I just have very generally red skin. My skin is also extremely sensitive, and when I say sensitive, I don't mean breakout prone. That's not what sensitive skin means. It means my skin is very prone to reactions and irritation and rashes and things like that. You will see throughout this video that most of my favorite face masks aren't actually geared towards like oily skin. I tend to use more like soothing and gentle hydrating masks because that's just what works best for me to really balance out my skin and keep everything happy. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there to give you guys a little bit of a history on my skin and what I personally look for in my favorite masks. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So for the most part, these aren't really going to be in any particular order, but I do have to say this first one might be my top favorite of all time, and this is the Clarins HydraQuench Cream Masks. I've been holding on to this like gross beat up tube for forever just so I could show it to you guys in this video. It is like completely empty. This is definitely a mask that I would recommend to all ages, all skin types. My mom has used it. I used it throughout all my like skin type phases, going through Accutane when my skin was like normal all the way to dry, and I absolutely love it. This mask has the consistency of just like a regular lotion, so it spreads over the skin really nice. You don't need a ton of it, and what I love about this is it's honestly like a drink of water for my skin. I apply it and, you know, it looks like a thick layer of face moisturizer on your skin, and within like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, it is just like fully absorbed and disappeared into my skin, and it leaves my skin so plump and glowy. It is amazing before makeup. It's amazing for traveling too. I love packing it because it's so nice, like after you get off the plane and your skin's just feeling kind of dehydrated and gross. It's a great pick-me-up. It smells phenomenal too, and it's honestly just a completely wonderful face mask. Like, this is an A+ product. I would recommend it to everyone, and it's not like crazy expensive either considering how many uses I actually got out of this. I think it's $37 Canadian, and once again, all of these will be linked down below. Everyone else that I have got to try it too absolutely loves it, so I know this is just a phenomenal product. My next mask I have to talk about is the Fresh Rose face mask. Now, this is actually my second full-size jar of this. I didn't quite use up the first one because it is more of a natural product. It did go bad before I could fully use it up. This is a pricier mask, but you do get a generous 100 ml of product, so I definitely think it is worth the splurge. Fresh face masks in general are so worth it. Like, if you love slightly more luxury skincare and you don't mind splurging, I'd really recommend checking out any of the Fresh masks. I just opened it and spilled a little bit of it, I'm not gonna lie, so it's like a little bit messy here, but one thing I love about this mask is that it truly feels luxurious. This mask, it's kind of like a light gel consistency, and it's got real rose petals in it. It smells just like fresh roses. This is my go-to mask when I'm like really stressed out and I just want to feel like super pampered and like a beautiful princess, honestly, because it is so luxurious with the rose in it, and it just feels so nice. If you have ultra sensitive skin like I do, you will probably relate to the fact that my skin kind of likes to have little temper tantrums every now and then, and sometimes it's just extra red and extra irritated, and I love using this mask in those kind of scenarios because it's like a deep breath for my skin. It instantly just kind of calms and soothes everything, and it leaves my skin feeling so hydrated and just lovely. It does also actually have cucumber and aloe in it on top of rose, so that is why it is extra soothing for the skin. It also has green tea and algae, so really antioxidant rich and rich in vitamins and minerals, great for anti-aging as well. This is another one that I would recommend to pretty much anyone. Once again though, if you really want to feel pampered and have a luxurious skincare product, like if you're doing like a girls night in and just like chilling out, this is a really good one. So next I'm going to talk about my 2 favorite sheet masks. I love doing sheet masks. I have tried a ton of them and I have like dozens and dozens and dozens in my collection. They're always really fun to do, but a lot of them simply do not actually do much for your skin. So for me to say that a sheet mask is one of my favorites, it really means something. Like, it means these sheet masks are like top notch, best of the best, actually going to give you significant results and be worth every penny. It takes a lot for me to really love a sheet mask is basically what I'm saying. First one is one I don't actually have at the moment, but I'll insert a picture on the screen. It is from the Moly I'm Real line of sheet masks, and it is the lemon brightening one. Now, I talked about this in a favorites video back in the fall. It's just a standard sheet mask, but the reason I love this so much is because I have never found a product that completely eradicates my redness like this sheet mask does. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that after I wash my face, my skin is always very, very red, especially back when I was on Accutane, it was like even worse. My skin isn't irritated, it just gets very red. And my skin is just really red in general. And I have never found a product that so quickly and so thoroughly gets rid of all of my redness. Like, this makes my skin look perfect after I use it. Like, the first time I did this mask, I did it at night after washing my face, so I was very red as per usual, left it on 15 minutes, and when I peeled it off, I was literally speechless. I was like, what? My skin tone was so even and so radiant, and I feel like every time I do use it, my acne scarring and hyperpigmentation does get better on top of it, just like evening out my skin tone. If you have redness, it's a really good one to do if you're not going to be wearing makeup and you want your skin just to look beautiful and even. This mask is really inexpensive too. You can get packs of 10 and everything for super cheap on Amazon and other like Korean beauty websites. So once again, that's the Moly I'm Real Lemon Brightening Sheet Mask, another one that I would of course highly recommend. And my other favorite sheet masks are these Purlisse, Blue Lotus, and Seaweed treatment sheet masks. Always throws off the lighting when I hold these up, so I'm not going to keep it up on the screen. They do also have a Blue Lotus and white tea mask, which is still perfectly lovely, but the Blue Lotus and Seaweed for some reason is just so incredible for my skin. I used this for the first time last summer. It was when I was on Accutane, and we had also been traveling and flying quite a bit, so my skin was definitely not in great shape. And I used this while we were traveling for the first time, and it transformed my skin. Honestly, my skin has never looked better. I was like, how does my skin look so good when it's like so dehydrated and like not producing any oil from Accutane? I was honestly in awe. Once again, my skin was just so plump and youthful looking and healthy and so moisturized, so even, so smooth, just all around beautiful. Like, it did everything you want a face mask to do. So I think this is a really good face mask if you just like doing sheet masks, but you don't really have any particular concerns because it just makes your skin all around look beautiful. So my final two face masks that I have to talk about are from Lush, and they are their fresh face masks. If you are not familiar with their fresh face masks, they come in a little black pot like this. They do have to be kept in the fridge because they are made completely from like fresh natural ingredients, and they typically only have a shelf life of about 2.5 to 3 weeks at the very most. Lush stores will get their fresh face masks in on a certain day of the week, and you can only buy them in stores because of this. They won't ship them from their website, unfortunately, but you can call your Lush and ask them what day their fresh face masks come in and like try and go in on that day because that's when they'll have the most stock. I used to work for Lush, for those of you who don't know, so I am very familiar with their products, especially these fresh face masks because I used to use them all the time. Typically, if there were ones left over from the past week, we used to get to like take home the leftovers for free, so I ended up using them all the time. I'm going to talk about this one second. The first one I'm going to talk about I don't actually have, and that is Cosmetic Warrior. Let me just start off by saying, you guys know I struggled with acne for such a long time, and the only time I really had clear, beautiful skin in the kind of like decade that I struggled with my acne was when I worked at Lush. Lush's skincare products worked so incredibly well for me. The sad thing is my skin kind of like started to adjust to them and they didn't work as well for me, but when I was using the products, I got so many compliments on my skin. Like, I had never felt so confident in my skin before, and I was at the point where I hadn't broken out in so long that like my acne scarring was almost completely gone. I just really love their skincare. I'm starting to incorporate more of it back into my routine now, post Accutane, just to kind of like prevent little breakouts and everything like that. But yes, Cosmetic Warrior Mask. This was one of my favorite products. I honestly used to use it like pretty much every single day. And this is their mask for acne and blemish prone skin. So it's got tea tree, garlic, and honey in it. Those are 3 of the key ingredients. So really great antibacterial ingredients to prevent breakouts on the skin. You may be able to gather that this mask probably isn't going to smell that great because of the tea tree and the garlic. So try and give it a whiff before you buy it if you are sensitive to scent. It doesn't smell great, I'm not going to lie, but the results results are definitely worth it. My camera keeps dying when I'm like just about done filming videos. It's so annoying. But like I was saying, this mask also has green grapes in it. Green grapes contain natural enzymes to help break down dead skin cells. So I feel like that's why this mask helped me with my acne scarring, because it worked as kind of like a gentle resurfacing aspect because I was using it so often. And one of the best things about this mask was that it was never drying. It never left my skin feeling uncomfortable. It's still quite moisturizing, so really great if you have like flaky breakouts or any kind of dehydration, because it's really nice and balancing. Essentially, this mask is just kind of like a powerhouse for anyone who struggles with acne or scarring. And my second mask from Lush, and my final mask overall, is the Sacred Truth. In my experience working at Lush, this mask is seriously underrated and just very overlooked. It's one of their masks that's geared towards like mature skin and anti-aging, so a lot of people just don't think to try it, but it is so nice. It's also my mom's favorite too, but I love it so much as well. It's got papaya in it, so once again you get those enzymatic properties. It's also formulated with lots of really antioxidant rich ingredients like wheatgrass, ginkgo biloba, green tea. Basically, antioxidants, if you don't know, are great for anti-aging because they fight free radicals. So free radicals are environmental aggressors like pollution, sun, weather, anything like that, and they really age your skin, so antioxidants are a great thing to have in your skincare. This is definitely a very rich, hydrating mask though. It's also got like yogurt, evening primrose, coconut oil, lots of really hydrating ingredients. That being said, it has never broken me out or clogged my pores or anything like that. Some people are really sensitive to coconut oil and coconut derived products though, so be really careful with this one if you're not sure how your skin reacts to coconut. I personally don't have any issues with it, even though I am acne prone. But once again, this just leaves your skin so like rejuvenated and plumped. You guys have probably noticed a pattern that I love masks that leave my skin really plump and hydrated. I'm young, like I'm in my early 20s. Plumpness definitely isn't a problem for me, but I love that feeling on my skin, and that's why my mom loves it too. She said she could really notice a difference in her skin, and she obviously has more mature skin than me, so she notices the results of that more than I do. I also forgot to mention those Lush Fresh face masks are really inexpensive. They're around $6 to $7, I think, and I typically get between like 5 to 7 uses out of them, but you do have to use them up, like I said, in about 2.5 weeks, so you have to kind of be dedicated and be like on top of your mask game. Those were my 6 favorite face masks of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Typically for videos like this, I would like make notes beforehand to like make sure I was saying everything I wanted to, but I kind of just like sat down and winged it. I am pretty familiar with all of these products, so I was just like, I'm just gonna sit down and chat with you guys. So hopefully this video was informative and helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I'll also link my playlist down below for like other like top 5s and top 10s and everything like that. Go follow me everywhere on social media. I am at Sarah Rihanna on everything, and hit that subscribe button down below if you are new here, but I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.